rail station and crime. The Grapevine police have already stated that they have seen increases in vagrancy and panhandling. Do you have any ideas on how to handle the issue?
Yes, going back to kind of what I said before, I actually met with the police chief a couple of weeks ago. I met with the fire chief a couple weeks prior to that. I met with our city manager and had a conversation with him about that. And so here's the thing. We're fooling ourselves if we don't know that we're going to have, people that come to our town. It's going to happen. But how we control that, how we regulate it, it starts right now. And it starts with our city having to look at what's happening, with the train, people coming off, and make sure they come and spend their dollars and eat at a restaurant to do things, but also get back on the train and go home to wherever they live. And I think it's important that we try to do our best to maintain our town. One of the reasons why we moved here is because we like the idea of this small town and this big city, and we're busting at the seams, and we keep wanting more because we're a destination city. I get that, but on that same note, we also have to take care of the fact that we have a police that hasn't had an increase in staff or a fire in 7 years. We have a burden on our staff, police, that we don't have a budget for, that we can't expand right now. So we got to figure out ways to fund that. We got to be creative and be able to make sure that we support our downtownship and make sure the train station is controlled and we monitor that. I have heard the same thing. I've had conversations with multiple fire and police people saying that we do have that. We also have to figure out how we're going to take care of these people. I know there was a gentleman that they had to take to, he had mental problems. That's what it was. But he came in on the train, they took him to the hospital, and they treat him. That's going to happen now. So it's something that we definitely need to discuss and look at with our community, because that's the only way we're going to maintain the values and what we came to in this town, but we also have to take care of people as well. That's what people do, right? So hope I answered that.
Thank you. Mr. Wright.
Well, I think that you've pinpointed the biggest challenge we're going to face in the next few years as we bring all these people into town to serve or enjoy our tourist industry, our downtown historic, and all these business opportunities or businesses there to serve them. We are going to see, as identified already, a few that have left Fort Worth and come here to take up residence, live on the street. And I too have had some conversations with our public safety people, and they see it as a big challenge. And Mr. Leal's identified some of what needs to be done. We have been on some flat budgets in certain part of our public safety, so we're going to have to move forward and get ahead of the curve. It's going to take some special training for our people to deal with them. We as a council are going to have to work through what is our philosophy and approach of dealing with these people, the misfortunate that come to town. I mean, it's a tough issue in all cities. We want to be compassionate, but we don't want them living around the train station and being a deterrent for people coming to town. So that's a tough battle all cities are dealing with. So we rode the train to Fort Worth, and quite a few of them just are around that station and kind of an irritant. So this is a challenge, and we'll just have to work together and make sure we deal with it properly. Thank you.